Hi guys, a very good morning, Mamukase. I'm back so that we can talk as usual. So today we need to look at what the MEC for the Limpopo further said regarding the issue of treating Zimbabwean patients, the people, the undocumented Zimbabweans who are actually crossing over to South Africa, either to give birth in Musina or any other hospital or health facility in South Africa. This is very important because it's something we can't ignore. Let us take a look on what she said.
Then that it became more
Monto.
Kopani.
And then Mumukopani, how do you arrive here?
Ambulance.
Ambulance yako FH. Hey, Mara, for you, I must bill Mnangagwa. Because really, I'm transporting you every time you come here. What is Mnangagwa doing? He's doing nothing, and Popirama Tuba is doing his job. We are going Mara Mnangagwa is out of order. He must do his work. I'm going to bill him. No, Mara, maybe Jam. Let's really be serious. Let's cost all the foreign. Those that, especially even with our rural health matters, we send the bill. And all the deliveries in our hospitals, those that have left, we must send it to their government. And I will even issue a press statement. The Limpopo government has sent a bill of so many millions for this month for Zimbabwean nationals who cross the bridge to come and deliver. And even now you are even attending antenatal. you know them killing Musina. Somebody had when you don't have the card from Zimbabwe, you are only having the South African.
Yeah.
You know there are cards in the Zimbabwe where they write, I'm sure they will write a place of delivery. I think you must book to where you booked. Are South Africa. That's what the nurses are writing. Yes, that's what they are writing now. But now they are going to give birth to South Africa. That's what I know because there's nothing there. And the really midwife, really doctor, I'm sympathetic to them. I want to be driving this on because it didn't pull so Marababona, it's a baby and a mother. As if one never Mnangagwa president. Marakomuba baby of yours. He must pay me.
So let me see. Here we have Dr. Joyce Amatilata.
Oh, how are you, my dear? Yes, from the
Yes, the team has been here training and
So at this moment, the situation is becoming more embarrassing because you can actually see that each and every time the South African MEC comes out, he is actually exposing the government of Zimbabwe. But what pains me most is that the Zimbabwean government is not doing anything. They are actually trying to fight the South Africans, engaging lawyers to fight the South African government instead of actually sitting on the table, negotiate, and see how best they can end this. Because the problem we have right now is that our hospitals are under equipped. So the people are now relying on other countries for medical treatment, especially those on the border towns. And that is not so good. So we have seen a lot of people suffering. We've seen a lot of people in pain. Myself, I'm not so happy because of what is happening in the nation of Zimbabwe. There are some issues I would want to show you, but they are not so good for other viewers. But it's not so good. Let me try to put this on the screen for you to see that when we complain about the health sector in Zimbabwe, it's not because of we hate the government or we hate ZANU-PF. No, we hate incompetency. We hate to see our people suffering. I need to show you what is really going through our people in the nation of Zimbabwe. I have put it right here on the screen. As you can see right here on the screen, you are seeing these people. Look at this image. It's not a so good image here to actually talk about. Look at this. Munhu ari kurwara necancer. When we always say about issues the cancer, I'm sorry to put these pictures, but this is the reality. honestly speaking, it pains me. This is the reason why I always speak each and every day without fear. It's because of this. The government of Zimbabwe does not care. It doesn't care. And look at the influx of our people in South Africa. Some people think that we tinopenga. Yeah, look at this message. Here are the pictures for Monica Mkuli today. She needs bandages, wound cleaning liquids, morphine, and Dettol soap. Where is the government of Zimbabwe on this? Our hospitals should be equipped to actually deal with these issues. What are they actually doing? Why do we have a government which is so irresponsible to its own people? So, guys, I'm in pain. Honestly speaking, I am speaking because I am in pain. I've experienced it. I've experienced how difficult it is for you to live in Zimbabwe as a cancer patient or as somebody with a condition like that. So you can actually see that this government has neglected its own people. They don't care about our own people. When we speak, some people will say we are trying to take advantage of the situation or what. But it pains me. I have shown you what makes me come each and every day to speak. This is what motivates me to actually come each and every day to speak, because zvinorwadza. When you hear the MEC speaking, a lot of people will attack the MEC and say, don't say it, hey, you are embarrassing the patients. But honestly speaking, this woman is actually doing a great job, because she is exposing the people who are so powerful and who are determined to make the people of Zimbabwe suffer. That is the Mnangagwa government. So you can actually see that, honestly speaking, guys, we don't hate this government. We don't hate ZANU-PF. We don't hate President Mnangagwa. We hate incompetency. He is not the right person for the job. He must leave. Better still, he can go up to 2023, but don't go beyond 2023. Uruda kuitei. Why? Why uchiramba uripo uchingonamirira uchitanzi 2030 chipo? Doing what, President Mnangagwa? Doing what exactly? Because the issue of health is about life and death. That is the reason why if you go to the constitution, if you go to the laws, if you go to the highway code, drivers are taught, if you see an ambulance, give it right of way. It's not because an ambulance is different to other vehicles. No, it is a vehicle carrying somebody whose life must be saved. That is the honest truth. So if the ambulance is given precedence over every other vehicle, why not give precedence to the health sector? That is the issue we are raising here. Ambulance is more important than any other vehicle in the road. What about the health sector? Why is the health sector not important? Because if I die today, you will never recover my life. If my sister dies, you will never recover that life. What about the pain these people are going through? Just because the authorities are very, very incompetent and they don't even care. So, guys, the issues being raised by the MEC of Health from South Africa, I agree with them. They must start billing the government of Zimbabwe today. They must start actually documenting every person who is treated. They must treat our people, but they must document every person and bill the government of Zimbabwe and say, this is your bill. Because they can't continue to take care of President Mnangagwa's responsibility. What about those without means to go to South Africa? What about those without passports? Because for you to get a passport, you need to pay $120. What if you don't have that $120? What are you going to do? You need $120 for a passport. You need to travel. You need travel expenses. Where are you going to get that money? That is the reason why we always say this government is so irresponsible. This government must be held accountable by everybody and anybody. So, guys, I have shown you. This is the reason why I come here each and every day. It's not because I love coming here, but I realized that we need to talk about these things. I was at Parenyatwa for a very long time. Going in, going out, going in, going out. I saw a lot those days. Sometimes I would drive to Parenyatwa, sleep there. In the morning, I would get back to work. uri kunorara uri paparirenyatwa uri mukiwo wakamirira kuti somebody wauri kuda wakabatira somebody line. So I was saying, if I don't go there, what is this person going to do? Because radiotherapy machine was breaking constantly. So what was going to happen is that waifana kutobata line kuti uve among the first 10 to 15 patients vari kutanga kuenda for treatment. Ukangotadza chete zvavharana. So you can actually see that we are speaking, not because we love to speak, but because the government has failed. The authorities have failed to actually speak. They failed to actually do the needful. Varikutenga mazimota, varikutenga whatever they are doing, wasting resources instead of actually prioritizing the health sector. Usually they want to reintroduce my green bomber. Why are you reintroducing my green bomber? Those resources must be sent to the hospitals. Because if people die, they die forever. They don't return. Because of the government, which is failing to actually bring treatment. It's not proper. It's not good. We are going to have kids who are going to be married, who are going to be abused, who are going to be raped just because the government failed to save the lives of the parents. Yes. So, myself, I believe that the government needs to act, and they must act now. They need to actually deal with these matters. We speak not because we love, we speak because the people of Zimbabwe are actually suffering. So myself, I agree with the MEC for South Africa. President Mnangagwa is really out of order because he has neglected his duty as the head of state, and he must begin to act now and make sure that he begin to save lives. We cannot wait for the next government to do it. We need it to be fixed now, because any life lost, it will never be recovered. So Team Zimbabwe, thank you very much for coming. We are now live streaming live and direct on our Facebook platform. So I will be giving you details regarding whatever we are actually doing. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for your support. Let us meet in other episodes and other programs. I love you all. So Team Zimbabwe, vanhu vari kutambudzika, vanhu vari kurwadziwa munyika. Let us meet in other episodes and other programs, hoping that the Lord, the good Lord, is going to protect you. I'm going to bring later yakanyorwa naHonorable Job Sikhala, the recent letter which he wrote to the whole world. I'm going to bring it live here on the screen, and I will put it on the screen so that you can actually read, you can actually see, so that we can actually talk. This morning, I think I have time, I will bring it if my network is not down. So this is it. Thank you very much. My name is Ronald Hugo Makusha.